Welcome back to the Antique Clock Shop. Okay, I have this clock here. I bought last August down in Lancaster, Ohio, at the old Shoe Factory Antique Mall. It's a nice clock. It works fine. I just need to take it apart and clean it. I did notice it had a set of Geneva stops installed on it, and you can tell that when you go to wind it up on the key on the arbor there, and you go to wind it up, and it'll all of a sudden stop halfway through the spring wind. So it just stops like that. So that's telling me it's got a set of Geneva stops on it. So I'll explain more about that when I take the clock apart and what they do. Um, well, I don't know what make it is, but we'll find out once we take it apart and look at the movement. But it's a good little clock. Just needs to be taken apart and cleaned. I haven't done it yet. All right, so the next thing is to get over here on the workbench and take it apart. Okay, let's get this apart and see what kind of clock we got here. Oh, I gotta take those hands off first. Oh, that was easy. Slid right out of there. Wasn't much holding that in there. Yeah, I don't know if this is an original clock or if somebody just took a bunch of parts and put one together. The clock does work really, really well, though. Yeah, it almost looks like somebody scrounged up some parts and made a clock. But we'll see what kind of movement it's got in here in a second. Oh, look at that. What is that? That's a... I really can't see. Get this pendulum out of the way here. Yeah, that's... Boy, they got that... That's on there pretty tight. They shouldn't be like that. Which makes working on this a little more difficult. Oh, it comes off here. Okay. This key. Well, let's go ahead and get this movement out of the case. That way I can look at the writing on there and see who made it. It's made in USA. I can see that. Yeah, movement looks in good shape. It just hasn't been cleaned in a while. You can see all the they put too much oil on it. Yeah, too much oil it just collects dust, and then that causes problems because the dust will start grinding and it'll start wearing out the plates.
It's a big movement. Be tricky getting that out of there. It's a tight fit. Well, I think the best thing to do is to get rid of the gong, and it should be able to take it out through the bottom. So let's take the gong out of there. Let's get a different screwdriver, thinner one. If I can make this work or not. Okay, yep. That should make it easier getting that out of there. Get the case out of the way here. Oh, I got one screw in there I forgot to get. Careful here. Set that right there for now. Let's take a look at this movement. It's a Seth Thomas movement. I just never seen one like that before. I'll have to see if I can find out the year it was made. Okay, what I was talking about earlier about the Geneva stops, that's what these are here. And what they do is usually on an American clock, the spring, you can wind it all the way up real tight. And as it unwinds over the day, you know, if it's an 8-day clock or whatever, as it unwinds, it'll start to lose power. It'll, you know, as it's real tight, it'll have a lot of power, and as it gradually unwinds, it'll lose power. And what the stops do is it doesn't let that spring wind up all the way tight. So it delivers a more even power. So you won't have the clock losing time towards the end of the winding period. Say it's a 5-day clock or an 8-day clock, and you get close to the end and the clock starts losing a lot of time. It's because it's losing power on that spring. And what the stops do is it helps distribute that power more evenly, so it doesn't let you wind that spring all the way tight. So that's what they do. And in the next video, I'll get into how I'm going to take these apart so I know how to put them back together. But I just wanted to give you an explanation of what they do so you understand how they work. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.